Hi folks, welcome to my Bit Retro Journal. I recently discovered these four envelopes in a box in my closet, and they were sealed, and I without breaking them because they looked old. I thought from the 90s, and I opened them up, and they actually came up pretty easily. The glue didn't hold very well, but what was in here are program listings from when I was a kid, and I thought I'd go through them. There's a sub-game, it seems. So this is from the 80s. I was into Star Wars, so there's Star Wars. There's Star Wars Return of the Jedi. These are all the silver paper. And then there's an unknown one, which we'll look at one point. So the first one is sub. And there's also this. I was looking at this, and I have no idea. I mean, this is ZX81 printout. I have no idea when I had a printer that could do something like this. Does anybody know of a printer that gives you a much thinner, but I mean, it's not that printer. You can't see it, but off camera I have my TRS-80 Pocket Computer 1 printer. It's not that, because this is not, that doesn't have graphics characters, and this has graphics characters. This is definitely ZX81. I don't even know what this program is. There's a huge REM statement here. So there's some machine code. And trying to figure out what possibly this could be. I mean, it's pretty long. Look at that. This just keeps going. I mean, I guess I could type it in. That would be a lot of work. Maybe some OCR. I mean, look, this just keeps going. This is just ridiculous. And I don't know what it is. IDCPLQ. Oh, here we go. New, insert, delete, copy, page, load, quit. Oh, this might be so I did a while back. Let me yeah, this might be I did publish something a while ago. Let me quickly grab that. I want to wrap this back up, but let me grab something, and I'll be back in a second. And I'm back. A long time ago, so this is 80s, when I was a kid, I wrote this article for TS Horizons, Bridging the Gap Between IBM and Sinclair. And I was so happy when they published this. I don't know what years of a year on it. August 1986, yeah. And I developed, here it is. Yeah, so this was a file system I had developed for the ZX81 that allowed me to do things like write, read, and end a file. And I believe that, and I wrote a text editor with it, and also like a modem, like an FTP client kind of thing. And I believe that that might be what this is, if this has load. And so this might actually be the same machine code. Let me look at that one more time. I forget how they posted this, but oh, there was a machine code loader in here. No, so this is definitely lengthier. So yeah, I don't know what this could be. Interesting. Moving on. This, I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, it says download. So this might be the transfer program. Upload. Yeah, so at least I have it as a okay. And this is chess. So this might be the chess program. Oh, in many, many pieces. Okay. Well, I've already reclaimed that and even fixed it up, so I don't need... Luckily, this one didn't survive very well. And then this is Mastermind. Okay, Mastermind. Oh, man, I wrote a lot of programs as a kid. This is Mastermind. And on here in the instructions, and it says, in this game, you are pitted against the computers. The computer is a mind-boggling decoding race. Be the first to decipher the numerical code and win. Entering a number, it has to be a 4-digit integer. Okay. Press enter start. So this is the play screen. So it looks kind of very similar to my Battleship, but I guess you're guessing 4 numbers. So it's a little simpler. Yeah, Mastermind. Let me know if you want me to reclaim that. That's not on any of the cassettes, so I'd actually have to type that in, but it's willing to do that if people are interested. And then here is the sub game. It looks like pretty short. I don't know if I probably don't remember creating that, so that must have come from a magazine or something. Or I was creative and started writing a sub game. Look at that. Plot graph. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's going to be hard to get with OCR, but maybe I can. This is very short. I can type it in. You know, I've got time. I'm filming this in the summertime, so I don't know when it'll come out. But yeah, got some time. Sit outside and in the backyard, and you know, do some ZX81 programming right there. Okay, well that is number 1, and this video is already 7 minutes or so long. Okay, I better start picking up the pace here because I don't want this to be more than 20 minutes. All right, but this was kind of a cavalcade of different software, so maybe this one is just Star Wars. Let's see what we have in here. It's definitely less. Again, this was also sealed, and I just had to put a butter knife and just, you know, it didn't even rip or anything. It was just the glue that let go. All right, what do we got here? Star Wars, A New Hope. It's a dark time for the rebellion. The Death Star is approaching your base. Your mission is to destroy the Death Star. May the Force be with you. Oh, and I believe this actually scrolled up. Again, in BASIC, so it wasn't anything fancy. And here it is. Oh, I guess you're just flying through the chute. And I think these get shot at you. So, yeah, this was probably one of my first attempts at the game. And then I did POW. I guess that's what happened when you killed the Death Star. So, kind of a simple game. Probably not something I'm interested in regurgitating. Oh, look, I taped this together. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's how I did program listings. But, I mean, considering this was printed on the silvery paper, it actually lasted pretty well. Oh, there's the POW. Oh, there's the big POW. So there's a game, Star Wars. Let me know if you're interested in having me reclaim that for the interweb. That was a much easier one. Okay, what do we got next? So this looks a little heftier. So this might actually, again, take a little bit of effort. Ooh, oh, okay. There are actually... What is this? Oh, wow. Oh, so when I was a kid, I worked at a pizza place during the summer. And this were the guest and kitchen chefs. So I guess, yeah, we had these, so people would write, so the front person would write their pizza order here and we get them in the back. I don't think there was a difference between guest and kitchen check. They just used these forms. And I must have used something to... that doesn't look like a phone number. 5 divided by 5, 800, 660. Yeah, I don't know. But we have some sort of thing I'm printing out. Wow, this is how I did coding. Look at that. I actually would do this on pencil and paper, well, pen and paper, I guess. Goes up 525 return, and here print at as a shorthand. Oh, it looks like I'm doing some sort of explosion because it's printing it all in the same spot. Yeah, explosion. And then what does this do? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's really interesting. Boy, I mean, this is kind of cool to go back in time, and this is a just some numbers on here. Official Star Wars fan club. Bantha Tracks, P.O. Box 2202, San Rafael, California 94912, USA. $6. I wonder if that still exists. Huh, interesting, huh? Star Wars, yep, that was big. Okay, let's see what the game is. So we have 5 Rand, and then we just... Return of the Jedi is once more a dark time for the rebellion. All Alliance, the Empire is in the process of constructing another Death Star, which is being protected by an energy field. Yeah, this is just from the your mission is destroy that shield. Okay. Can we glean from there if there's any cool graphics? Pow. It's hard to see from here. Boy, I kept constructing this. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can't really glean any. It's just a long spaghetti logic code. Oh, here we go. Here we got something. Oh, that looks like that's the Death Star. And there's a shield. So, if I recall, maybe I think that I did this around like a half circle of a planet, but I don't know what the actual gameplay looks like. And then here's, oh, that's the destruction of it. You have done it, Luke. The unfinished Death Star has been destroyed. Your time has run out. Crash. You have just been hit. Okay. Is there any sort of additional stuff here? What do we got? This is just more of the same, I think. Oh yeah, here you go. Half Planet, Star Wars Jedi. Okay. Just more snippets of code. I don't know if it's... Boy, man, I wrote some long programs as a kid. Oh, here we go. Well, that's not a very circular Death Star, but it looks like that. Yeah. Oh, I see. And then you have sort of, I guess things are coming at you and you have to fly past it, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, I didn't, when I first started out as a kid, I didn't do a lot of machine code programming, so these are not fast programs. Okay, what do we got here? Keeping an eye on the time. Jedi. Oh, so it's just another printout of the game. Okay, so I had 2 copies. Is this maybe the finalized one? There's the... This has got to be an explosion. Yeah. I mean, I do not want to type this in, but maybe some sort of OCR. And then use the tools they have, like text to P, and then load it into the 81 emulator. I know that's lazy, that's not authentic, but boy, I don't want to type it. And I don't have any of these tapes here, unfortunately. Okay. We have one more left. I don't really want this video to be more than 20 minutes because I'm not really... This is more of a nostalgia one, but hey, These are really old. These are 40 years, well, not quite 40 years old, but more than 35 years old. So I think that's pretty cool in terms of archaeology, you know. I'm glad I kept some of this stuff. So here's the final one. If you stuck with me, I appreciate it. If not, hey, I'll have other videos that'll be more fun if this is not your cup of tea. So we have initialize, reg set, oh, this is my, this is the assembler. Oh, so I didn't actually, so if I couldn't have recovered it, now I did recover this successfully. You saw that if I have a video on the assembler that I recovered, but this is actually it. So this was actually a neat little tool that I wrote in the like 86, 87, I think. But yeah, so it could do a bunch of different things. This is one. So at one point, oh look, I called it move, which is actually not a Z80 instruction, but I think the move, I changed it to plus LD for a 3 byte versus a 2 byte instruction. So I guess I was trying to come up with ideas, and yeah, this is, but look at the REM statements. They really, yeah, it was nice. Yeah, so this is the assembler that I just recovered this year off of the tape. So I don't mind recovering these things. The computer, oh, this is Battleship. Okay, I've also recovered that one a long time ago, and I put that in the public domain and even improved upon it. So if you go to zxsimulator.orgfree.com, put it in a comment, you can actually play both chess and Battleship. Not the assembler, because the assembler, my ROM emulator for the ZX81 will not work on the assembler because it's doing peeks and pokes, and that's not something you can do. So yeah, only pure basic stuff. And I've never actually finished the ZX simulator. I kind of got lazy on that. And it's really, I guess I should call it ZX80 simulator, because it doesn't do integer. It only does integer stuff. It doesn't do floating point, which the ZX81 does. Oh yeah, and here's sort of the splash screen for it. And I actually almost got, this was my best, well, I think I wrote this in 83. No, in 82, I think, the game. So this was my first big game. And I almost got this published by Gladstone Electronics. If you remember Gladstone, they used to just have those catalogs, and then I remember I was so excited over the summer, and then I got the letter, and I must have the letter somewhere that just says, you know, unfortunately we can't publish yours. And I didn't know initially why they couldn't, and then I realized Timex had pulled the plug on the Timex Sinclair 1000, and so no one was going to spend money publishing anything. I have one more thing here. So this is the letter I wrote. Yeah, this was the letter I wrote to TS Horizon. It says, "Dear Rick, I'm submitting this article and program for your publication in TS Horizons. I've noticed that TS1 articles are becoming scarce in magazines. I hope that you will publish this one. I think that your readers will find this program very useful. I've included a cassette, which working copy called Files. Also on that cassette is a check balancing program called Check that I wrote to demonstrate the usefulness of the file handling subroutines that I wrote. It is not included in the article, but if you would like to include it, you're welcome to do so. I hope you strongly consider my submission. I hope to hear from you. Enclosed is a self-address in case you're unable to publish my stuff, in quotes. Take a good look at input subroutine in Check. It also simulates an IBM input statement. Use a Shift-0 delete key to backspace. Wow, look at that. Very, and of course I did not design this bridge picture, which he did, but I did have the title "Bridging the Gap Between IBM and Sinclair." So that was really, I got the cover page on that. That's pretty cool. And then, yeah, you can see it says "Bridging the Gap Between IBM and Sinclair," and then And I think this was the thing that they published. Yep, verbatim. Look at that. I don't even know what I printed this on. But really cool stuff in the stuff I did in the early 80s in the ZX81. I was definitely an active little programmer. I finally got, yeah, you can see it says, it says, I finally got my hands on IBM PC this summer. I finally got my hands on IBM PC this summer. Yep. That's literally what they published. They just had to, I don't know how they did that, because obviously this is what I gave them. And this is what they created. So somebody had to type it in. Anybody know how they used to do it back in the day? Was it really just some poor schlep that had to retype it in? Not like today, right? Because this is definitely not the format in column size. All right. This is my little jaunt on memory lane. So nothing too technical, but kind of exciting stuff in terms of you know, old software that I found. And unfortunately, a lot of it is typed in, so I'll have to figure out how to get it into the ZX81 Tommy Sinclair 1000. All right, I'm going to wrap up here. Thanks for joining me today on this journey back into the mid to early 80s, and more Tommy Sinclair 1000 stuff coming up. Love this little computer. Yeah, so stay tuned for more stuff. All right, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you soon.